Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. Another exciting episode I might add, because finally, after being at sea for days and days, I didn't go back and count, but it was a ridiculous amount of time. And after having traveled 30 kilometers by sea, finally we have found what looks to be an actually large landmass that would be good to settle on and good to start building on and actually doing that whole playing part of the Let's Play. I must say, it's been a very strange Let's Play so far. We're on episode 9, and just now we're finding land to actually settle on. But here we are, and it looks gorgeous. That mountain is stunning. It's got a waterfall halfway down and everything, so I'm actually really excited about this. I hope that it isn't like tiny and just has one mountain on it, and then that's sort of it. Um, that would be quite the letdown, but I'm pretty excited about this. So let's see what we have. Okay, good. Boat's docked. Don't need to worry about it going out. I think the sun is up far enough that I don't need to worry about zombies or skeletons, but creepers and the like. Now, there's some Thaumcraft ruins over there, or an altar rather. I think that's what that is anyway from here. I'm going to climb up this mountain to get a better vantage point. They're nice mountains too. They're rolling ones, so you can climb them very easily. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a Thaumcraft altar up there, which means that A, the magic in this area is high, if a little bit problematic. Um, Once we get into Thaumcraft more, I'll talk a little bit more about what I mean when it comes to magic and high magic area and all that stuff. But for now, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad place. It also means there's some easy dungeon loot, should we want it later. Oh, gee, that's a wisp. Oh, I don't want to touch that. Actually, you know what? Oh, okay. We're going to stop right here, and on this mountain, I'll make a better one later, but we're going to make a waypoint. So we're going to add a waypoint. Let's call it New Island. And the color is fine. We're going to put it there. Uh, the reason is that if I die right now, I will go back to near where we first started playing. But the thing is, that's only 900 meters away, so actually, even if I do die, I can come back here relatively easily. So that's good. Now, that little thing flying there... Oh, no! No, no, no! Okay, alright. I'm getting out of here. That's a wisp. And you saw how much damage that did to me. A couple of shots of that, it'll follow you too. A couple of shots of that and you're dead. Okay. I think I'm away from it. I don't see it. Yeah, so if you want concrete evidence as to why those things are bad, that would be why. Um, the thing is, they're not crazy difficult to kill. Um, they're really not. All you need is a good couple of shots with a bow and arrow, or a musket from Balkan's weapon mod, um, and they'll go down. And actually, when you get good at it, um, they're really nice to have because they drop certain particles or certain well, drops that are really helpful in Thaumcraft. Um, so farming them is actually nice, and having one of those around is good for that. But at this early stage, when I don't really have a ranged weapon, that's scary. Now this is okay. Um, this is a pillar that's also from Thaumcraft. There's nothing especially interesting about it. It's not dangerous, unlike one of those. Um, so this is good, and I saw another one of those at the top of the other mountain too. So there's actually a lot of magical stuff here. I'm really pleased about that. I saw cows earlier, here are sheep. This is a really awesome place. It's got a little bit of everything. There are pigs too. Wow, okay, great. So it does have everything. Some nice waterfalls, nice harbor front, or natural harbor rather. This is great. Let the area load a little bit here. I think I want to go up, well, I don't actually know where I want to go up. This is a neat area down here. Yeah, I think my mind is made up that we're going to settle down here. Um, this is a big area. It's got a lot of plains, and I wish there was a forest, but you know, there are enough trees around that I could cut them down and I could make a forest with the saplings, so I'm not too concerned about that. Wow, look at that view. There's plenty of stuff to do here. This place keeps on going. This is less of an island and more of a continent. Look at the rolling hills. This is fantastic. So I think, well, I don't think, I know, we've found our place. This is home. So we need to actually make it a home. So the way we're going to do that is, well, the first thing we're going to do is find a good place to build, and then I'm going to actually physically build a home. Now, I'm not, the first task we need to really complete, I think, I see an Enderman in the day. That probably means there's some rifts around. The first thing I want to do is set up a bit of a farm, and then go do some cave diving and some exploring. So, and there's a lot of animals to make a farm with. So I've got to find a good area for that. But as night falls here, yeah, there we go. There are the rifts. I think this rift that's spreading here and spawning Enderman, I think I'm actually going to shut that down right now. Yeah. There. I hear a zombie really close. Oh, there. Now, these rifts ought to not spread into each other, I don't think. But we'll keep an eye on this area. Anyway, I need to eat too. Yeah. So I think, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to scout around some more, and I'm going to try to find a good place to settle down. And then once I've done that, I will... that's interesting what's happening over there. A tree must... Oh, there it is. The tree was just loading. Once I find a place, I will come back and we'll start building. So I'll see you guys in a bit once I scout out a cool area. Well, guys, I've explored the whole island now, and it is massive. It is 1,000 kilometers, or 1,000 meters by 1,000 meters at the very least. It is absolutely huge. And what I was going to do was actually put together a map in Cartographer or something like that in order to show you guys the area and where I wanted to settle down. But instead, I found out that from a different mapping program that because my map is larger than 32,000 by 32,000 thanks to those dimensional rifts, there is no program available that will actually render this map, no matter what computer you're running, apparently. So instead, I decided to do a flyover and show you guys exactly where it is that I would like to build. And this place is gorgeous. It was one of the first places we came upon when we first got to this island. It's got a huge natural harbor on either side, and it's got a big flat space right in the middle for fields or buildings or whatever. It's got an oil well off to the side there, and it can be used for a power type building or whatever else. Up on this hill over here, we have a sort of a terraced area that would be really nice for building, sort of some small houses or buildings for smaller mods or whatever. And in this direction we have quite intimidating large hills, particularly this one with a large eye right in the center of it. There are resources all through this area as well, and while I probably will make a larger mine of some kind, I probably could get away with just digging into cliff sides for a lot of it. You can see all the coal around here. Now, the top of this mountain is nice and flat as well, and perhaps I could build something up there too. But if you look down here, you can see not just a small hill like we saw before, but also a large flat area that would be perfect for things like farming or whatever else. The top of this hill would be great, and beyond this, it isn't loaded right now, but there is a large river, and beyond that, even a forest, actually. And so any of my needs when it comes to things like getting wood or forest resources I might need is also covered, just off screen. This place has some cool architecture too, as we're diving up these cliffs and these sort of things that jut out from them. There's another huge hill that sort of borders this area, and so what you have really is a combination of hills and fields in a really nice, pleasing way. Up on the top here is one giant mountain. Not a mountain per se, but a centerpiece, if you will, to this whole area. All the fields wrap around it. And I think it'd be perfect for building a giant magical tower, or perhaps a governmental building of some sort. In any case, it will be the centerpiece of whatever it is that we do. So this area right here that we're looking at is the place that I intend to spend most of my time building in. Well, it was tricky to pick, but I think that I'm going to put the first house that we make right here where this little bit of land is. I'm probably going to shovel this out here, make this flat, flush with the rest of the area, but just sort of nestle it nicely into this sort of a hill so that its back is there. Gives room for a little road going out the back here, and additionally it opens out nicely onto this, and it gives us lots of space to play around. So I'm going to do that, but the first thing I'm going to do actually, I'm going to put down my crafting bench, and I'm going to make several chests, and I'm going to show you something that I haven't yet shown you in this mod. It's really cool. Well, in this mod pack. It's called backpacks, and I'm not actually, to be honest with you, I don't remember what mod it comes from. But right now I'm just going to put all of my stuff away over here, like so. The only thing I'm going to need is this leather. Oh, hello. When you put leather like a chest in your crafting bench, it makes a backpack. Now, what is a backpack? Well, I'm actually going to get two. What is a backpack? Well, essentially, you can put stuff, if you have it on your inventory, like this, you can open it, and it's like a mobile chest, and you can put stuff into it. Now, you can't put other backpacks into your backpack, but you can carry as many as you'd like. So theoretically, it can extend your inventory hugely if you want. But the reason, I'm actually going to make three just to be sure. You can never go wrong. Well, no, I'll be okay with this. The reason I'm making this, and a chest here, I'll actually make another chest. Do this. Whoops. The reason I'm going to make more chests, it's temporary because eventually, of course, this will all be in my house. But the reason for it is that I'm now, if you'll notice, our first home is 500 meters away. So I'm going to go over there, and I'm going to get all of our stuff back from when we started and move it right over here. I'm also, while I'm thinking about it, going to move our waypoint. Let's see, we're going to add a new home, and it can be red. And we're going to remove our new island one. There we go. And so now we know where we are. So first home, new home. So as it gets dark out, I might actually spend the night over in our old place, but for now I'm going to head over there. So I'm going to go and get all of the things that we left when we started. Alright, so it is the dawn of a new day. I stayed overnight over at the other island there. You can see I've dumped my whole inventory, which happens to very randomly fit completely perfectly into both of these chests. So that's pretty great. Now, interestingly, so this is, I haven't organized these things at all, but you'll notice that I got all the saddles, all 8 of them, as well as all 9 stacks of appetite. But essentially what I did was I went over there, I grabbed all the stuff out of our base, but then I actually went back into the dimensional dungeons, and I went only into the rooms that we had been. I didn't do anything new. And do you remember way back when I said I'd put all my stuff in that chest so that I know it was there? In case case I died or something, well, I actually went back and I got that stuff. And so here it all is. So I have everything that we've ever really gotten in a dimensional dungeon, or at least in these ones. So I have all these enchanting books. Oh, there's a tough customer over there. Where's my swords? I have 5 rift blades. Um, yeah. So, needless to say, I'm prepared. Um, but yeah, everything that we've ever gotten is collected, and so now we're ready to start building. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself a shovel, because I'm going to need to clear out a good chunk of dirt here. Not a ton, but enough. The other thing is that, oh, well, I already have a shovel, so I'm not going to do that, actually. The other thing is, unfortunately, this isn't like late game or anything, and so I don't have that much by way of building material. I'm glad that I have all these stone bricks from when we raided those dungeons. I might actually have to go back there and get some more. If the design warrants it. I haven't really decided on what I'm going to do yet, but I know it's going to consist of a lot of spruce, because I have a lot of spruce. As well as some of this stone, because we may as well show off our affluence that we gained through going into that dungeon. So, yeah. And perhaps I should do something with these 28 pistons. I don't know. But in any case, I'm going to get started. I'm going to carve myself out maybe a 20 by 20 area or so, maybe a little bit bigger, and we'll see what I can do with it. guys, but I'll hop in here anyway. So we have a double door at the front, that's fine. And you'll notice a bit of a frame here. You'll see why in a second. Otherwise, here's the interior. I think it's nice and big and open, and I like that quite a bit. Obviously, I haven't touched the interior yet. This is just an open canvas waiting to be played with, but the basic architecture is there. I added some beams just to give it a little bit of interest in the roof. As well, I kept the windows open. I kept the rooftop edges, I don't know what you call those, open with glass, just so that the whole place is as light as possible all the time. Now right here, I noticed I had a little bit of extra space when I was building where the porch overhang is. And so what I did instead of covering it up or whatever is I actually put some chests up here. So now, whenever I need anything, those two chests from outside essentially I moved in. So now I can just run up here and they're nice and out of the way. So I like that little space. I think that's neat. Now I probably will end up putting in a basement later, but for now the basic architecture is good. So yeah, the other thing is that I just finished crafting a bed. You know, we had the chance to do it earlier, and it won't go here ultimately, but we have a bed, and now I'm going to set our spawn point. This is officially now our new home. So as soon as it gets dark enough, because it's not quite night out yet, we will sleep right here, set a spawn point, and begin our new life on this island. And there you go. Our spawn point is set, and this is our home now. Go out onto the porch, see what's happening in the world. Hopefully not get blown up. Yeah, that's great. I might put some flower beds in or something around here, just, you know, to make it a little bit more interesting on the outside, but yeah, I'm happy with it. I think that it'll be a good starting place, and from here we can just simply build. Anyway, I'm going to cut the episode here. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I think next time what we're going to do is, I noticed that now the only thing that really is annoying is that we're short on resources. So much as I'd like to get into things like build power and or buildcraft rather, and some of the other mods, I can't really do that unless I have things like, you know, iron and gold and that sort of thing. Especially Thelmcraft needs to start with some gold. So, unfortunately, before we can get into that stuff, we need to go mining. And so, I think that next time we're going to make a mine, because I don't, rather than just cave diving, I want to actually build a place that's safe that I can go into whenever I want to mine out some stone or whatever else. And so we'll build a mine and then go down into the earth and try and get some materials. So, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.